spot that's picked up there.
Pertandingan
Love to see
kedua.
what was the lacking of
Eko
heart for Echo
melawan
in the previous game for you, Wolf? Because they were in control
Minane.
macro-wise for a large portion of the game. So where do things really just kind of fall apart for them? Like, if you had to sum it down to one big thing, what was it?
A big chunk of damage in
Yang
the
pertama
early game,
dimenangkan
perhaps.
oleh
Like,
Minane
obviously, the Navario, when you're
Evos,
hitting all of
guys,
your
ya.
shots, that's great. But you can see the problem that Echo
Minane.
was facing when they didn't have, like, when they required that big burst. When CC is already, like, sustaining, when Angels is sustaining already, they need to have a...
Aduh, ngelag eh.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ngelag gue.
Big burst.
Yes,
Oke,
sir. Export. A
guys.
very natural pickup here. I
Pertandingan
really like it.
pertama melawan
Rick
pertandingan
versus,
kedua, guys. Salah.
The CC,
Setelah
obviously,
itu
when it comes to the
melawan
lane. A very Minane
Minane.
Evos kind of composition.
Minane.
I think now you ban Nathan if you're Echo.
Oke,
Okay,
guys.
I think that would be the
kita
smart thing
tunggu
to
ya,
do.
guys.
Yeah.
Ya.
Ban the
Gimana?
Nathan. We saw this really wreak havoc in the previous game, if you didn't catch that.
Spider
MVP
Bills.
performance. So, these next bans, obviously, still focusing on even those gold lane options. For Minane Evos, like we said, I would love to see the Nathan ban. It kind of forces things to happen differently here for this lineup. But also, too, the fact that the X board comes through. This pick has been in an interesting position as well, where sometimes it is banned out quite often, and then other times it slips through.
How about Luo Yi being banned out?
That's okay.
Yeah, it's
Kita lihat ya, Sya.
definitely a hero that you don't want
UPL
to face up when
season
you're
13.
when you have like sustained based heroes, because Louis is a big burst / nuke hero that we're looking for. Then again, you might want to consider banning the Vexana here if you're Minane Evos as well.
The burst.
Burst that we're looking for from long distance, but
to
instead
take
they
shots.
ban
Wow. Not expecting
GORD.
that.
Okay,
That's a good ban though, right there.
that's the Nathan.
Respecting doming. What happened game number
Why the
one?
cord though?
Maybe they don't want to
Obviously,
serve.
want to pick up the Valentina.
That's why.
Okay, that's why. It's
Imagine
a
having the
preemptive ban.
same ultimates and just want to try to play a game. And
Wow.
Same boards as well. I think that's a good ban.
I mean, they still get the Angela ult in the end, despite it being picked up by Echo. But nevertheless, Echo, they're gonna be looking for good long range hero for outlane, and maybe a okay. That's a Brody. Wow,
There's some range.
some range that we're looking for.
Scaling damage.
Maybe they just go back to Vex.
I will find a way.
There it
Even
is.
when all is
Oh.
Back to Vex.
And they're willing to use this. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Then you're looking for It's hard for them
Oh,
this
harap
time.
lagi.
Yes, we're just seeing the exchange.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Interesting
Harry.
lineups here for
Lagi,
both the
guys.
teams. Echo, I guess, in a way, it looks like, okay, this makes sense. There's quite a bit of burst they have available to them. They have their own sustainability. But, like, even the fact that they got the Valentina from Minane Evos here, they still have, in a very similar fashion, what they did in the previous game.
Yeah.
And so it's like, all right, Echo, what are you going to do
Apakah
different
ini
this
akan
time?
jadi
You know, how are you
game
going
terakhir
to handle
ataupun
some of
menjadi
that?
seri
And
guys
we
ya
know they had the
antara
macro
Iko
lockdown in the
melawan
previous game. We'll see if they can punch
Minane.
through, though, with this one to
Evos.
take it to a 3-game series. Now, once again, we're
Kita
going to take a look
nantikan
at
ya
the
guys
lineups.
ya.
Real quick, let us know on
Pertandingan
YouTube,
pada
guys, to
malam
specify
hari ini,
once
guys.
again the hashtag MNNE for Minane or hashtag Echo. Which team you think is going to win alongside your user ID and user server. We're picking 4 winners for 500 diamonds, and that is on YouTube. And for you guys watching on TikTok, the goodie bag up in the upper left corner of your screen in the game. So, again, with that being said, let's jump into the land of Dawn. Game number 2 here for Echo and Minane Evos.
So the difference now for Echo, to answer a question, Mr. Naisu, is the Brody is a hero that kind of pushes the turret after a big team fight win. Hireth is not necessarily like that because you're kind of dependent on the Zaman force. But with the Brody, if you win a team fight as Echo, you can snowball off of it and just take out the turrets. Get the objectives, basically.
Focus on just being a turret destroyer.
Exactly.
And pressure. Wave clearing.
Up.
Okay, focus on to the EXP lane.
Sanford.
Spider-Man and Kirk.
That's
Sanford against this X-Borg. Early peel. Almost.
Very difficult to play the
Half
CC in this
HP.
case, honestly.
A tough matchup, but you know, again, at that point, when you kind of work through this early phase of the game here, Wolf, who has the stronger early game lineup?
I gotta say it's Minane Evos.
Di early
Mainly
menang
because
menang
of
di
having
Minane
EX
ini.
Borg, which is always very good, and then Valentina going up against
Counter tadi
Vexana. It's kind of an
oleh
even
ini,
kind
yes,
of matchup, I would say. But then if you combine both EX Borg and Valentina, that's pretty strong.
Look at this. A lot of focus
So
up
much
here.
AoE to think about it.
Trying to get that level 4. They know that the Eternal Guard is going to be crucial as well into that first objective fight. So if Sanji, of course, can get that level 4 alongside Sanford, that'll really help them out here because you heard it. Minane Evo's power spike, or not power spike, but power advantage in the early game is going to be in their favor. So we'll see them kind of get set up for this as both. We see the junglers as well kind of get prepped and ready. Objective-wise, and even for Echo, if they can secure this without losing any bodies, that will be favorable for them as they kind of get through this early phase of the game. There's the Heart Guard.
Sanford being taunted. Heart Guard entered to Sanford. Now Last Teddy will connect to either one. Sanji falls. Lattice takes the first blood. Now it's go time for Echo. They want to try and take this for a trade. Sanford takes Gaiss in. Now 3-man. Going to be pressed down in this tight corner, and an advantage for Echo to take the first objective. Turtle being taken slowly by Zaida, but Lancey's here, still looking just for a way to get an ultimate. Echo getting the first objective of this game.
Great flag coming up from Sanford. That's the strength of the CC Angela in the early stages. Minane Evos did not respect that. Fortunately, will lose their first turtle. And just like that, it's 1,000 gold lead that they were able to get, which is interesting because normally that doesn't happen. Like one turtle win is not usually gonna give you 1,000 gold lead, but now they're trying to go and pin down
Trying to
Doming.
press the situation. No, Doming now flickered out for safety. No, JP falls
Wow.
in the hands of Spider Miles. Now Echo backs away.
What was that?
Big damn! That's what that was.
Man.
Did not expect that to happen. It looked like
Absolutely.
Echo set that up really well, and then boom, gone.
I did not know that a Florian
Angelo,
in
yeah.
combination with a Harith can deal that much damage. Did they include some
play it.
attacks from the turret? Because that really was a ungodly damage.
Time to bring out the Infinix replay.
We gotta.
We
gotta-
need that.
we
Because
gotta
I was surprised as well.
On how that moment happened. And he just flickered out. We were expecting Dominic to fall, but with the help of the bloom and even the spout, it was a complete combination they needed to take down JP.
It's good for Doming. Again, you know that Echo has the game plan of we can't let Doming just farm up and do his thing. And I mean, they're still being pressure here on this side of the lane. They know what they want to do before this next turtle comes up. Sanji is going to go ahead and pick up that Necklace of Durance, try to help with some of this
Look at Lancey.
healing that's going on here. And with that, Lancey, interesting enough, is going to hold on to the Baxia ultimate that Puissance leading into this. I'm not sure if he'll decide to go ahead and switch things out, but Zaida also kind of has word of that. So now Turtle's going to be up. The rotations come through. We'll see both possibly gold laners even join for this. But right now, they're going for it hard here.
Kaizen versus Zaida. That's the Eternal Dark Lord. Secures the second turtle of this game. Okay, there's no fight. No fight yet. Lancey has still the ultimate. Will he use it? No press of the ultimate just yet. You just want the objective. Terry Vi connecting onto Kaizen. He won't be pushed to back away, but still, objective for Minane Evos and Echo still has the lead.
I gotta have to add it to Kirk. I don't know how he did that. No last insanity use. That's literally just fire missiles. That's already enough.
Yep.
X-Work is not known to do that, though.
It's not known to do that, but you know,
Kirk will be.
neither was Florin earlier. So
Yeah.
we're still with the question mark on that one. But with that, objectively, you know, we're in a very similar fashion from the first game where not too much has happened at the early phase. Both teams have found minor wins here and there, but ultimately, when it comes down to these big team fights and they kind of scale up, like, what is the reason even for Lancey to hold on to that Baksha ultimate here? Well,
Yeah, great question.
No. There's, I guess because they know that they're gonna be up against the Angela, but though you don't carry over the passive, so I guess for Lancey, sometimes we overthink stuff. It may just be a misclick, honestly, in the end.
He's just holding on to it.
Holding on to
But he has no choice but to hold on to it.
But maybe because of that extra factor that you get out of the anti-heal that's naturally from the backsha, but I'll have to confirm.
Well, we'll see. Again, the turret has been worked on, and it finally goes down here on the bottom side. So once again, very kind of just... Okay,
Ouch.
Lancey?
Yo-yo blitz.
Yeah, he's fine. But, you know, they're finding themselves in a way where it's just like, all right, we're going to go and get these objectives cross-map for now. Leading into this third objective, the turtle's going to be up here. So this is usually that turning point for these teams to kind of, if they want momentum, if they want to build up, it could start before this or even as the turtle is up. So already getting in position here. Domeng's going to have to make his way as well if he decides to actually join this fight. For Echo, though, they are all clumped up in this area, so it's already going to be started up by Sanford. Zaida now joining the fight. Looks like Domeng won't be a part of it, but they battle it out.
Okay, 2 men has been taunted. Heartguard connecting onto Sanford. He has the front line. He has the cover. He has the control. Kirk. Last Insanity. Will it connect to the turtle? No, it won't. It's for a force of zone over Kaizen. Secures the turtle in that moment. But now Zaida's on enemy lines. He backs away. He rolls away, but Domeng lading out the Zaman force. No casualties. Flicker burns. Ultimate's taken out. Objective is the eyes of this game.
Oh, so many low HP bars.
Exactly. Echo really got away with that as they were punished by Doming eventually with the flicker, by the way. So it's not a Purify Hearth, what they had to take note. However, Echo still are surprisingly losing to these retreat battles. And I would say that the second turtle was a little bit of a mishap. I mean, they missed the retribution, but that's unforgivable. That third turtle is unforgivable.
Torn apart memory still active. That's the Bloom. He still survived. Doming still lives. Uses Sync of Vision, trying to slow down Zaida. That is still outplay, looking for a way to reach Doming. Okay. They just back away.
Whoa.
Not
Okay,
committing
it's
to
not a
anything
mistake.
at all.
Not a misclick.
It's not a misclick.
It's still there. The ultimate of the Baksha is still with Lancey.
He purposely went there. You get extra movement speed. You slow your opponents. I don't think that you give the Baksha mark with that. And we'll see later if that actually happens. I'm going to confirm it. If you get the passive as well as you pop your ultimate with this Baksha.
See if that is the game plan. Lancey, though, does pick up the Necklace of Durance, though, as well. So he's got that available to him. There could also be a time like, okay, he used that ultimate. He's got that now. Maybe he's going to change things as the game goes on. Some big item pickups, though, coming through at this point, 9 minutes in the game, which will be crucial as we head into that first Lord fight. Again, even like the previous game, that first Lord was a turning point where things kind of collapsed and flipped on their side. Now for Echo, as they get prepped and ready for this fight, the fighting condition that they have with this lineup, they should be able to pull it off. But like you said earlier, Wolf, it's impressive what Minane Evos has been able to pull off in terms of the retry battles, you know, against this, against Zaida here. And we'll see if they can replicate that as they now pull this out. Lancey this time around holding
Change of
on,
ultimate.
Yep, to that Eternal Guard. So doesn't want to take Zaida's ult anymore. And now as they kind of get situated here, positioning is going to be crucial. The back lane entry points for both of these teams, it could, if they can surprise either one of them, it might work out well. But right now, Minane Evos has a lot of great sustainability. They've got a lot of this front line as well, just having that Fredrin available to them. So here, Lord going to be slowly worked on as both teams take a couple of shots from each other. They're feeling the situation out here.
Soft reset. Still holding with the control. Minane Evos. Sanford and Zaida still here. Both XP laners and junglers are still present in the situation. EG has been used now with a knockup. That's the hard guard. Sanford is online. Will he be able to get Spider out from behind? Now Domi looking for a way to chrono dash in. Sanford has been laid down. Lord is up. Kaizen takes out Zaida. And Kaizen secures the Lord. And that's the last Sandy will connect out. But yes, it will. Kurt with the damage. Now Minane Evos looking for a way to take down Sanford down as well. That is the synchrofish chrono dash. He securely kills down for Echo. And Doming with a catch. They push forward against Echo.
You see a glimpse at how excited they are in the player booth there. Minane Evos on a roll right now, down the mid.
Oh, Syncofisher still connects to
What are you
JP.
forcing
He
on?
flickers out. Minane Evos takes down second tier turret. Lord pushing it up top. Can Echo still defend with this kind of lead?
Well, definitely can defend. However, Minane Evos are just taking over the jungle. This is the right decision from them. Do not force
guys.
the inhibitor turrets unless you take out one member of Echo, unless there is a pick-off. But man, the Florin is a problem now. The Baksha is very ineffective against the Florin because again, this is true healing that you see from Spider Miles.
Unlimited resource of healing and HP. The problem that Minane Evos brought to Echo's table is a problem to address. EG being laid down against Kirk, terrified, connecting Curse Touch as well. He's burning, he's still surviving, recovery is imminent. Still, they're still holding through Echo. They need more time to make this work. Minane Evos on the lead, 5.2k.
What a lead that they have. Like we mentioned earlier, the turning point, that first Lord. Now, let's take a look at the replay, exactly how that all unfolded, brought to us by Infinix. Look at this all unfolding here. And you're going to see really the power of this lineup, the sustainability too. Kaizen able to use that Appraiser's Wrath, gets the Retry off. Kirk, man, he has been on point on this X-Borg as well. Really tough to deal with here.
Echo just literally obliged and went to the kill box of Minane Evos. Now that I see the replay, you're going to understand that Echo did not actually think through what they wanted to fight up against Minane Evos. They should be the ones peeling Minane Evos, but that moment, they are so disconnected. Zaida as well as Sanford did not go on the same hero. That's why they eventually lost the damage output that they needed. Zaida still manages to take the purple though, so
he's got that.
that's a good one.
And really, you gotta kind of look at this as where is Echo? Where is their turning point? You know, Outplayed picks up the DHS. He's got that available to him now. You would think they have enough damage for, you know, even dealing with the healing and the sustainability from this lineup from Minane Evos, but it seems like they're having a hard time here, Wolf.
Yep, absolutely, because they're not fighting in their own terms. They're just looking and just diving Minane Evos without thinking that they should be the ones to kind of just pick apart the members of Minane Evos one after the other. And that's I think that for Echo, what they needed to do is just to really decide on who they want to focus to kill. And Kirk is definitely not a target.
And that's the thing. I was just going to mention Kirk. Like, that's the problem with Echo. Like, who do we want to focus and kill? Because right now we have to get through Kirk. We have to get through Kaizen if he's not working on the the objective of the Lord here. No. And even with that said, you have a bunch of the healing, the true healing, like you mentioned, to deal with. And at the same time, Lancey this time continuously taking that Eternal Guard. You have like an even match of basically 5.5 versus 5.5. You know what I mean? So however you want to deal with that. So positioning-wise, it's getting a little difficult for Echo to really find the targets they want to go for. You have a fully buffed up Domeng now on this Hereth who's pumping out the damage. Gets another big item pickup. So this is probably the go signal for Minane Evos to possibly push this Lord. Sanford's going to hold that front though. It's going to go for the soft reset. But Echo taking things up very slowly here. Even with the lead that Minane Evos has, you'll see how this all plays out. Oh, he's going to dodge that one. Lancey using that Eternal's Guard himself. Sanford now, though.
There's a call from Minane Evos is trying to take down Sanford. He's low. That's the hard guard looking for the way to rescue. Missing! Missing the last hit of that Syncofisher. Now Doming laid down his Diamond Force. Will be able to take one. Yes, he will. Kirk falls. Kirk has taken down Sanford. Now Kirk as well connecting. More damage. They can still sustain.
Kaizen?
Bloom and Kaizen is there looking for a way to taunt on three. Successfully pulling one. Sanji falls. Kaizen looking for a chance to take down another one. In moments like that, so much happened. Minane Evos still won against the team fight.
Doming definitely the game changer in that particular clash, as well as Sir Kaizen. You can see the way that Kirk as well as Doming connected with the pinch. Kirk went from the left side, Doming went from the right side, and even as Sanford almost escaped death, he cannot escape the Minane Evos pinch that happened in that particular clash. And then Kaizen finishes it off with another kill onto Sanji, just destroying any chances for Echo to bounce back.
What is
play.
The bounce back plan for this one. It's only one turret
Yeah.
been taken out of Minane Evos, and this is unlikely. Like, this is an echo. Like, Minane Evos just showing what they can do against this team. Who's also been in the top of the standings.
We got to take a look, too, at this point as that Lord makes its way. Yes, it's a big lead for Minane Evos. Itemization-wise, Echo, regardless of that, their defense, how does it look? Yeah, you have Sanji here on this Vexana, but can they withstand this push?
Gotta be difficult. I think it's still like 30% chance for them to defend.
Oh, that's the taunt from Gaiss, and now he's in. He's in for Zam and force laydown. He falls. One member plus car connecting. Last insanity. Now the base is open. Crystal is open, but Sanford still defending the front line. Still trying to hold his way through. Echo still holding away, but no. Minions in the Sages pushes through, and Minane Evos proving that they can also become one of the strongest.
Hear them roar. You see a lot of happy faces there, of course, for this squad. Minane Evos, 2-0's Echo.
Decisive manner. I think the word for the day is power spike, right? We used that. Oh, that was also used yesterday.
Awesome, guys.
For RSG. Yep, then for Onyx. But now, I think the real reason why Minane Evos won against Echo is that they used their power spike so much. Game number 1, massive lead for Echo, but they found their opening because of Doming. That's the power spike. They did not let go. Now, game number 2,